Good morning. It's time for comics and coffee. Look at Sheena. Sheena is here. We are ready. It's Saturday morning. It's all happening. John already told us exactly what he wants from today's show. He's expecting in-depth heated rivalry breakdown. Sheena convinces me to read smut, which you already have because you didn't know. I'm watching your videos going, oh my God, dudes on an island with weapons for penises? Of course. And then a deep dive into the greatness of queer X-Men. We don't have enough time, Sheena and I, for a deep dive on the great queerness of X-Men, but it is always here. Because nothing says queerness like two men having a falling out and then making their entire community
everybody else making everybody else's present, right?
You know, and then Jean Grey is messy. Jean Grey just be outing people left and right. You know, she's like, Bobby, like, don't even with Angel because like I already know you're hot for him, and Angel is only into the ladies, you know? And I'm like, and it's only gonna get worse from here. But Bobby, it's okay that you feel the way you feel. Just like find something in someone that means something to you. And it's like, girl, why are you reaching into my soul like that? I didn't say nothing. I didn't say that I saw the way you looked at Angel, and I have no boundaries as a psychic. And then older Jean Grey, wait a second, Eric, no one loves Charles Xavier the way you do.
Great, go sit down or lay down like you always like to. I swear to God, that girl is always your back somehow.
It is the best. White Tiger, good morning. Wellbore, good morning. Thank y'all for joining us. You know,
see my coffee cup? I thought you would appreciate it.
Oh my God, the Golden Girls. Yes. Yo, so me and two of the girls from work and a girl from another office who's a huge fan. Golden Girls trivia is coming up at the Pickleball Club. I don't do pickleball, but they have Golden Girls trivia. So we're gonna go, and our team name is going to be Danny Thomas's one too. Or no, isn't Danny Thomas one? That's our team name.
Okay.
You know,
I always wanted to go to the pop-up. You know how they have the pop-up where you could sit like in their living room. You can go sit on the lanai. You can use their fucking telephone that was in the kitchen.
Oh no, cheesecake. The guy running it is a psycho. He makes sure that you do not use your phones. You know, because
the phone that's in the kitchen is.
You're talking about Golden Girl's phone.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know, the phone on the wall in the kitchen.
Sheena, I need to. You know what? I'm gonna hold on. Let me crank up your mic volume to 200.
Let me see.
I'm like, there we go.
Okay.
All right, everybody. If I blow out your eardrums with Sheena's voice,
I'm sorry.
Too bad. That's okay.
I know. I'm trying to be quiet because everybody else in the house is sleeping. So
yeah. No, that's okay. I cranked your volume up to 200. Look at Roscoe. Good morning, Roscoe. Good morning. Bruce is here. Good morning. All right. So normally I do like your origin story. But today's origin story, actually, you know what? Let me handle business because I always forget about handling business. A deal too good to miss. BCW. Go use promo code CliffComics. Save 10% on your order. Help support my channel. I just bought a whole bunch of stuff at BCW, including that magnetic holder thing. They have their own racks to mount to the wall. I'm not really feeling that. But you know what? The magnetic holder thing, kind of cute, and other great stuff. Of course, you can get bags, boards, Silver Age Treasury, the whole shebang there. Look at this thing. Look at that. You know? This is the oh my gosh. This is the modern size one. You know? But it's nice and stable, but it's not slab size. And then, of course, you could do your own hook at home, or they make hooks that go with this. But I like this. I feel this is very nice for when you don't want to go through an entire slab experience, And then my other order of work is, of course, super chats and memberships for this month. If we get to 25, you're getting a reader comic, a blind bag, stickers and swag. If we hit $50 in January, we're going to bump it up. I'm going to throw in a Bronze Age key or a signed book, more reader comics. I'm going to do a little blind bag upgrade. right? And if we hit 100, we're going to throw in a slab or a premium signature. I consider a premium signature like McFarlane level, so I don't know. The slab is more likely. Um, and then
Okay.
some kind of variant or signed comics, which which will be fun because, like, those are things I can actually do. But of course, I am trying to help get the channel going. Also, I'm trying to help fund the local food pantry, which does so much good stuff for my clients. So if
Oh,
you help me hit that $100 marker by the end of the month, we have a fantastic giveaway. And of course, I'm going to try and stick to every couple of months. I do something for the members specific. So that is the order
that's
of business.
amazing.
Listen. I'm trying. I'm trying to do every little thing that I can
Yeah.
out. Um,
Right. You're
and of
doing
course,
more than a lot of people are. Love it.
I appreciate that. And yeah, I always feel like it's not enough. And it was great. I
I
went to the
know.
food pantry yesterday and they're so super
Hmm.
sweet. And it was cold. It was like 28 degrees, And I
Right.
was like, oh, you got like the goodie table today? I was like, it's 28 degrees. They're like, I know, but people need this. And I was like, quick, everyone grab your goodies. I'm like, homegirl. I was like, you got the rollator. Don't worry. You just tell me what you want. You want mustard? No? Okay, next section. I was like, you want this? You want these bags of beans? You want any of these bags of beans? You want the chickpeas? All right,
Uh huh.
chickpeas in the bag.
Okay.
And but there's people inside shopping for you while you're doing like the extras
Uh huh.
outside. So I'm like this,
Okay.
throwing stuff into the bag. And then the two dudes who are working the inside, they come out and they're like, oh, order 29. I'm like, to the left, order 30, to the right of the trunk. Let's go, let's go. All right, it's cold. Everybody move.
Hell yeah.
It's a good time. It's a good time. I actually, it's a special kind of joy on my Friday mornings.
Hell
Some people
yeah.
like their cucumbers pickled.
Giving
Oh my
back.
goodness. Oh my goodness. Welcome, Marcus. Matt, good morning as
I know.
well. Wayne
He
Deacon is
said,
here.
"Oh
Good
my
morning.
goodness."
Yo, so my friend went through this whole thing about like controlled drinking because he started AA. And
Okay.
and it's like, well, are you a cucumber or a pickle? Cucumber, you had like a really bad night and like that's it, you were drunk and whatever, and you go back to your life. But like a pickle,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna happen again and again
That part. Oh.
and again. So anyhow, he was like, so I talked to my sponsor for the first time ever, and I was like, great. I'm like, since they met, right? And he's like,
Mm-hmm.
so I told him I really didn't appreciate this pickle metaphor, but I'm a goddamn pickle. Love looking up at Erica Slaughter on my wall. Oh, so good, so good.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
the bonding happening in the chat. All right. So the origin story of choice today. I actually want to know the origin of melanin and manga.
Oh. Okay. So, can you hear me? Good.
Yes, I
So you
can.
can
It's
hear.
great.
Okay. So, Inja and I had actually met on YouTube
Okay.
way before that, and we
Awesome.
did a project before. We did like this whole saga run with a couple of other girls in the community, and it went great. And then I was just getting into like the manga, the anime, and all that stuff. A couple of people in the community had a part in that, and Inja was one of them. So that that project ended, and me and Inja still kind of wanted to do something together. So we decided to. I was like, oh well, let's just go on IG and we'll go live on IG. And at that time, we weren't called Melon and a Manga. We were called Motaku Talks at that time, and we did a
Oh,
couple of lives on. Yeah, so we did a couple of lives on there, and I don't know if IG would just I live would just fuck up all the time, and I don't know if it was because I cuss so much or whatever, but it would kick us off all the time.
yeah.
So
Nobody likes
we
that.
were like, well, yeah. So I was like, well, maybe we should like try on a different platform, and we ended up going to YouTube, and then we were trying to come up with a different name, and Inja, she says that she didn't come up with it, but I have receipts, and she came up with Melon in the Manga, and that's how it was born. So we were just
I
looking for a
love it.
space to talk to each other. Look, speak of the devil. Okay.
Oh, there. Oh,
I was telling him our love story, baby.
yay.
I
Good
was morning,
morning.
baby. I was telling them our love story. So yeah, we were just looking for a place to like bullshit with each other, hang out with each other, bring our crazy ass friends with us, But I love you.
I hope I
So
get
yeah,
incorporated into Crazy Ass Friends.
bitch. every time she calls me, I'm like, bitch, bitch, what you doing, bitch? Like I don't even know if she has me on speakerphone with her kids around. But
Okay,
yeah, that's my girl, and we
you
were
think
just
that's
looking.
bad? I have everyone in my office using bitch all the time, constantly. And I'm like, what have I done to you? Like it was 2 weeks ago, and it was like we were like getting ready for the new year and like we're trying to wrap up and whatever. And like all morning, it was like, like the clients are out. Oh my God, Inja, thank you. Yay. And like all
Yes,
morning,
we
like
do.
we're wrapping up and like and like the clients are finally gone and like one of the therapists is like and this bitch over here and then the other girl's like, oh, I know you didn't call me a bitch, and, and I was like, I'm like, this
I'd have
is
been like,
me.
oh, bitch.
I was like, I did this to all of you. Yeah,
I love it.
last year in January, like they gave me a list of my quotes from work in the form of a
I'm dead.
Christmas for my birthday, right? And they all signed it. I love it. And they're the cattle ass for this January bullshit, right? Because last January we had a couple of clients off the goddamn wall, right? And everything was going to hell from the first week. And
Hell no.
I'm at the morning meeting. And I was like, these two are the catalysts for all this, right? And everyone
I'm
looks at
dead.
me and like, catalyst? And I was like, catalyst. I said, but I like catalyst. I was like, they're the catalyst for
We're
all of
using
this
that.
bullshit, you know?
I
So
love it.
we
I
got
would love
everybody.
to work with you. We'd
Oh my
probably be in
God.
trouble a lot of times, but
No,
it'd be good.
first
It'd
of all,
be
I always behave when I try to behave when the clients are around. Bleak is here.
right.
Yay. Good morning.
Hi, Blink.
Oh my God, we got a full crowd. So like I always try to behave, but the minute they're gone,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I know this ungrateful bitch did not try this bullshit today with me. I'm taking you to food pantries. I'm like your goddamn chauffeur, Miss Daisy. I know you didn't pull that with me. I'm like, I
I
am
love it.
no. And then I was like, oh my God, you didn't tell me TJ was in the back room. Oh my God. And they're like, when do you know TJ was in the back room? I was like, oh my God. And I'm like, hey TJ, you having lunch? How you doing? Yeah,
Hey,
great.
hey, babe.
I'm like, you doing all right? Yeah. I'm like, he didn't hear anything. Thank you, Lord. You know?
Oh my god.
So,
But still, fuck that motherfucker.
yeah, I know. I'm like, who told you to have mental health issues, cognitive issues, and also be a freaking ungrateful and self-centered beast? Like who did this? Who did this?
Oh
Good
my
morning,
god, Clip, you killed me.
good morning.
Morning.
So I was like, yo,
Oh
out
my
of
goodness.
control, out of control. So, but anyhow, yeah. So like, I have all these lists, like, and there's like the smaller ones, like
Mm-hmm.
I miss the world. And I was just like,
Mine says,
but
I hate it here.
oh no. Mine are out of control. One of my quotes was this I went to this Catholic event with my coworker, right? And and I met this young man, Ryan, there, and I just could not stop
Mm-hmm.
talking about it. And she goes, Cliff, please, could you just not be going on about my friend? And I was like, no, he's legal. She was like, no, really, could you stop? And I
Ah,
said,
dead.
would you ask the moon not to reflect off the surface of the river? And she lost it. She lost. I was like, I'm
I was just
sorry.
about to say, Inja, that yours is my life is a joke. I'm dead.
Oh, my last favorite one. My last favorite one. You want to talk about your life as a joke? All hell was breaking loose at work like
Uh-huh.
last year, right? So we had the two Cadillacs, right? And on top of the Cadillacs that got shit rolling. Then we had the ghost of clients past all like coming towards us, like Zod escaping the Phantom Zone, bringing the crazy bitches with
I'm
him,
dead.
right? And I was like, oh, and we are like, oh no, right? And everything just kept like right. So the woman who runs our
Mm-hmm.
clinic, I said, I am so sorry. I am like every thorn finds your asshole, doesn't it? she, She just lost it. She just lost it because
I love it.
she's out there being like, no, no, this person needs a higher level of care. Do you not understand what full blown sociopath is? Ah, it's
Oh
like,
my God.
no, this person has proven they need a higher level of care. Ah, oh
Oh
my
my
god.
goodness, you are too much. I love it.
Yeah, so
It's so
that would
cool.
be that's a taste of what working with me is like. Oh, and then when we get depressed, we eat, right? So like
Oh,
we have like our
duh.
big meetings on Thursday, so someone always ends up getting
Mm-hmm.
cake. And one Friday, the week was so bad, Dairy Queen is point 0.7 miles down the road. Okay. And the day
Mm-hmm.
was so bad that I ordered everybody Dairy Queen and I had it delivered. I had it delivered, you
What
know,
did you
because
have?
yeah, I
What do
had
you have from Dairy Queen?
I had the pumpkin pie blizzard, right?
Mm.
And then one of the girls had that Oreo one with the Oreo core in the middle, with like that fudgy core inside.
Yeah, yeah. Nice.
And
That sounds
like,
delicious. No, I'm not putting my pants on
yeah,
into I'm cold. I'm putting a jacket over my legs.
I know. Look, I'm a big dude. I got my jacket. Oh my God, Tony's a date. Thank you, Tony. And so anyhow, I had it
Morning,
delivered, right?
Tony.
And this young man shows up, and we're out there, right? And then he's talking to me, and I was like, El Dominicano. And he goes, how did you know? And I'm like, I just have a way. And so we got into it, and
Uh-huh.
I gave him a good tip too for driving that point 0.7 miles because like it was just such a bad week. They're like, Cliff, is this okay? I said, I don't care. I'm like, I'm in treat yourself mode, damn it, you know? And
That part.
then we're just sitting up front in the reception area, just eating our damn blizzards, like,
I love it.
oh my God, John, tell me you didn't see
Get out of here, girl. Get out of
that.
here.
All right. So I've made a list based
Okay.
on John's request.
Oh
So
Lord.
heated rivalries. I think
Here we
everybody
go.
need first of all, straight people are watching it, and it's like my dream come true. You know?
Yeah.
I'm like, we're not where we need to be yet, but the fact that the straights are watching be like, oh my God, how amazing is it that you can go with like your best friend on a bro trip, but then like switch right into the romance and the sexuality of it all. And I'm like, yes, yes, I've been advertising
Yes.
this for years, damn it. Even if I don't like the
Yes.
goddamn sports, I'm gonna cook for you and I'm gonna have you blow my back out. I'm like, I don't know. I just keep advertising, you know? I was like, and if
That
you
part.
treat me really,
I
I was
love
like,
it.
if you treat me really good, I'll unhinge my jaw. I'll do whatever it takes. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Has Greg recovered from his Newton's deep dive? He's talking to me again, so I think
I'm
we're
dead.
all right. So one thing about heated rivalry that's like come about is the inspiration from the characters are supposed to be Steve Rogers and Bucky Barnes from the MCU,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
And then that the characters on the show heated rivalries, they specifically have them wearing outfits from the MCU movies, like
Okay.
the Under Armour and stuff. And like, so thoughts on that? Like, are we like, because I feel like everybody in the world, well, all the queers in the world always are trying to push Steve and Bucky together, you know?
Mm.
And like, and I personally feel that like, um, that Steve's love for Bucky is borderline irrational because like he went all out to protect him in Civil War, like
Okay.
yes, Tony was acting on grief and he was acting the fool and he really needs to cool his tits down, but like Steve was just like, these are both your friends, but like you are going above and beyond for Bucky, like hardcore. So your thoughts on the Steve Bucky, correlation to our
Well,
wonderful, hockey players.
oh man. So of course we love things like that. Like it happens a lot in anime too. Like there's ones that we want them to be couples so bad, and they're they are just like that too. So I love it that it was kind of like a love letter to us as far as like fan fiction and everything like that. Like a lot of people read fan fiction like that and crave things like that. And I thought it was cool that they did something like that to show like their love for those characters, but they put it in those characters. So, but it happens a lot in anime, like Gojo and Geto, like they're together in a lot of people's eyes. Like
I'm like,
the love for them,
I'm
the connection between each other,
I'm not even
and that's what we want.
familiar. I'm not even familiar with the anime, and I see artwork of those two nonstop. And I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't even know what this
nonstop.
is,
Yeah.
but it's happening.
Yeah, so I mean, that's exactly like Andrew said. That's what we want. Like we go to read fan fiction, we make fanfics, we make pictures like that. So it's not. It's great to see when they actually put it to where people can see it. And if you don't even know that, it's like that's fine. You can still enjoy it. But if you do know those things, it's just like, my heart, like. So yeah,
It's so beautiful,
that's it. So
and also,
beautiful.
and I'm team Cap being the top, so like that makes me happier. But look, they're like, no, Bucky should be the top. He was like his like big brother, and I'm like, they can flip.
That part. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with
I'm
that.
down for
But
them
I love
flipping,
it.
But
Yeah,
don't
go
tell
for
me
it.
that he don't get to get up there. All right, just because he's got America's ass, don't mean he ain't got other things to put to work. You know.
Hmm.
Oh my god, I'm just terrible. And worse yet, I've met Scott Evans, right?
Have
So
you?
like, oh
Okay.
yeah, I have. And one time I'm with this friend of mine who goes by Sheldon. That's not even close to his real name, and I don't know
Dead.
why when he was like selecting a white person name, he selected Sheldon. But here we are. So we go out. So we go out with his buddy Troy, and it's hilarious because Troy is like Troy. It's like so 90s. Like there's always the hot guy at the bar, and it was usually a Troy. And this guy was that. This was
Hmm.
not even the 90s. I was like, oh my god, Troy is like a Troy is a Troy. And I was like, did your parents really name you that? And it's like, yeah, my
Hmm.
mom like had this whole thing where she loved Greek stuff and Helen of Troy. I'm like, your mom like Greek stuff? And I was like, he's like, yeah, how do you think I got into comics? And I was like, oh my God, I want to meet your mom and hug her. So we went to this club and the guy is giving us a hard time about
Hmm.
getting in. And of course, I'm used to it because I've always called fat, ugly, all that shit, right? And so I was just like, well,
Ew.
this happens to me. Oh yeah, I know, it's horrible. People are terrible. So like, and this is early 2000s, so my confidence is totally in the gutter, right? And of course, like I'm basically like drooling over Troy all night, and I'm loving it. And
Okay.
no,
Is this a straight club or is it a gay club?
it's totally a
Cause
gay club, right? So Scott
okay.
shows up. Scott Evans shows up, and he knows Troy, right? I still am not sure if that's his
Hmm.
real name, but he made me buy it, right? Scott shows up, gold glitter, this gold like what like girl, there was like nothing left to the imagination, you know? And
Love it.
that listen, Chris is like
Listen.
super, but like God gave this one the penis. God was like, you know what? I'm like, we're gonna put your brother to shame in this department. Pow! And I was like, in the meantime, like Scott Evans was like playing a cop on TV. So all of a sudden, I'm not looking at Troy anymore because my eyes are not coming off of this gold, glistening, sweaty
God.
Scott Evans. And Scott Evans is like, oh no, I didn't know he's my boy. Let them in. And I was like, oh my God, this is happening. It's like a movie. It's amazing. We were rescued by Scott Evans.
Oh my God, it's
So
like a
like,
movie.
and all
Okay,
by
I
the
love
way,
it.
just so I don't feel like a total loser in this story, like Sheldon was super hot and into me. Okay, so like my evening had a happy ending.
Period.
Like,
Period.
and then of course,
Okay. See.
Sheldon was also my bereavement sex on in November of 2019. I'm just gonna leave it at that. So like, and people are like, what's bereavement sex? I was like, oh honey, you don't want to know. But when it happens, it can be magical, but it's also
You'll
really
know. You'll remember.
yeah, you'll never
Remember
forget.
this moment when I told you. Yeah, and they'll be
Yeah,
like, you know what, Cliff, you're
you'll
right.
know. It'll be like, oh my God, my aunt died, and I was so sad. And then this guy like fucked me in like ways that I didn't imagine were possible. And like I felt electricity surging through me. And like I think we actually became one at one point. And I'm like, bereavement sex. And Collector P, good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
All right, I went off the deep end.
I
Okay.
love you.
So, oh my God,
I can't even drink my coffee because I'm scared to laugh. Like just it coming out of my nose and everything. So, all right, you think of your next question. I'm gonna take a
I'm
sip.
trying to like. I feel you know much more about heated rivalries than I do. Like you're familiar with like
Not
I have
really.
not. Oh, are you familiar with the manga though?
The what? Heat of
That
Rivalry?
it's based on?
The
Yeah,
book?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh yeah,
I'm not.
so I
I have
read the book along so they're novels. So
yeah.
I read these novels like 3 years ago, like three something years ago. And this is when I was like MM really had me in a fucking chokehold. And when they announced when they announced that they were making a show of it, I lost my fucking mind. And they were only gonna have it out in Canada. So I'm literally hitting my friend Anika up. I'm like, bitch, you're gonna get whatever subscription this is. And
Hmm.
every Friday night, I'm going to call you and we're gonna FaceTime and you're gonna watch this shit with me. Cause what? I was so excited. Like exactly what we needed this year. Exactly
Well,
what
let
the
me
fuck
tell
we
you,
needed
when
that
I
year.
heard
Like,
about it, my face fell off because I was like, and of course, God bless Canada, you know,
Lord,
and God bless because I'm half Canadian, so yay, my people were looking out for me. Remember, they approved marriage equality before we did. Shout out to 2005.
period.
So
Right?
anyhow, but like my face fell off. I didn't even know what it was. All I knew was that like it was like two dudes who were like, "Hey, we're gonna do this on a shoestring budget and we're gonna make it happen." And I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so excited! I don't even know what's going on. I'm so excited."
I, dude, as soon as I saw the announcements, all for the few months, that's all I could think about. That's all I could like post and talk about. But I'm so glad the way it stuck to the book, and I love the way that they just portrayed it, and I love it that anybody can enjoy this, and that's what
Yeah.
we've been trying to say, like, and it's more than just the sex. It's more than it's the yearning, it's the love, it's the and hopefully it's bringing like light to what people really have to go through. Because when you look at it, why couldn't they be together? Because of other people and how they were going to be treated and how they the whole their careers may be online. Because why?
Yeah.
Because they were in love. You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, get the fuck out of here. But I just hope that we get more things like this, not just gay hockey players, but more than what we got, just sprinkling us some, shows here and there to keep us quiet. But
That's
yeah.
true. And they got straight men to do it, which I'm okay with this time around. I'm okay with it. I'm okay. Like normally, I'm like someone has a
What's wrong?
That's Freya eating.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Sorry. Okay,
so
sorry.
like normally,
Yeah, but the person that produced it, right,
yeah,
is queer.
absolutely. But
So,
normally,
and I understand like you would want people that are queer to play these parts, but at least somebody that was queer had a hand in this. You see what I'm saying? Like, so that's good. But what were you gonna say? I'm sorry, babe. I didn't mean
know
to
that like
cut you off.
although representation matters, I feel like going with like two unknown actors, right? And
Oh
like,
God, when I saw them, I said,
yeah,
"Oh my God, this is Shane and fucking Ilion." When I
no,
first
for
saw them, I
real,
was
they
like,
brought
"Oh
they.
my
So
God."
I'm gonna admit something really shameful right now. So the heated rivalry that I read, that I thought was the actual books, is
Mm-hmm.
apparently a very so apparently it's this artist and he drew it out graphically,
Oh.
and so I've been enjoying that online, not
Mm-hmm.
knowing that this is not official. But he stuck to the storyline of the book. He just
Yeah.
made some very steamy
Illustrated it.
visuals to go with it. So I have been reading. I've been reading the wrong version of this, and I
No,
just
no, no.
discovered that now. I just discovered that now.
No, I love it. I love it that you had it in any format. I need it. Let's switch, okay? I'll get you the novels. You give me the graphic novel, okay? So,
I didn't even know it was the fan fiction. I was like, oh, this is one of those sites I can catch up, and I'm like, oh, wait a second, this is not what really happened. It's a novel. You're an
I'm
idiot.
good.
Okay. And like, this is not
No,
even the
you're not.
first idiot move that I've had this year. Oh my God, John, his D&D campaign. Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, people. Watch John's Comics for Friends. Lure his friends through the abyss and dungeon crawls and all sorts of craziness
I'm
as
done.
they straight up fumble. And by straight up fumble, I mean you, Tony. Not
Tony be
yet,
having his
girl. Not
drink
yet.
and he's having a good time.
No tentacles have shown up yet. Simon saying
Boring.
Heartless in the background. Couldn't miss this. That's right. But yes, yo, anytime Tony rolls above a 10, it's like the most exciting moment of the night in any night with John running a campaign. It's like, because he's just so used to rolling disaster that if something goes right, it's like a party. It's like a party, you know? And I'm like, oh my God, poor Tony. Like, I've had those nights, you know? But I love it. It kind of reminds me, it reminds me where like you just get like that ragtag group of friends from the comic shop, and it's like, we're just gonna play D&D. Yeah, I know we barely know each other, but we're making this happen, you know? And then you're just in there, and it's like, okay, well, I want to steal everything in this mansion. And it's like, all right, you need to calm down, Susie. Like, I'm like, you need to chill. All right, well, what's in the bathroom? I want anything that isn't pinned down. And I was like, you get ivory soap. We'll come back to that later. And then later on, she sold the ivory soap for a profit. And she's like, yeah.
I'm dead.
And I was like, oh my God.
Oh my God. I
Oh
love
goodness.
it.
All right. So of the actors on Heated Rivalry, do you have any favorites?
The actors, I just love both of them.
But we got
I'm very impressed by
we got all sorts of stuff happening in that show. We got side characters, we got
girl.
daddies.
The side characters.
Yeah.
What? The side characters are the best. Come on,
Yes.
we especially Elion. He needed his homegirl in his life. He needed somebody that actually gave a fuck about him. He wouldn't be able look. And I'm like, look at these brown girls.
Yes,
Look at
they
them.
were there
Look at
for
them
their
just
men.
making it happen all the time. We got to do it all the time. But
Oh my
I
God.
loved it that they had.
Yo, Elena. Oh my God. Does she
Yeah,
not have like the most beautiful eyes, right?
gorgeous,
Like
gorgeous.
every damn scene, her eyes are like, you know what? It's like you have those facial expressions. It's just like her eyes are like reading the room every time the camera's on her, and I
Right?
absolutely
I
love it.
love it. I love the girls. I
Yes,
loved it. I love
so
the girls
good.
that they had in their life. They needed people like that. Like especially like Shane, he needed a friend. How
Yeah.
many friends did Shane have?
Oh
How
my
many
God,
real friends
right?
that know him? He needed a friend, and then
Yeah.
especially Elion, then the country that he comes from and like his family and everything, and she always had his back. And she genuinely gave a fuck about him and loved him. And then but yeah,
Oh
the
my
side
God.
characters
And
were
like,
amazing.
yeah. And by the way, Scott
But they
Hunter is named after Scott, Chris Evans' brother, just to like
okay.
play that in. But my God, how hot was he? I was dying,
Oh,
dying when I was watching the show.
yeah.
Like the freaking juice bar coffee shop, I didn't even know where he was. You know where it's like, I don't remember what he was getting. I don't know if it was a juice bar or coffee. I don't remember. I don't care. I was like, he was wearing Under Armour.
The way
There was,
he looked at him, oh
yeah,
God, I'd
I was
have
like,
been like,
he looked at
every
him
time he
like he
came in
was
to
there.
get,
I was like, oh my God, take a bite. Take a bite. No one's looking. It's okay. Take a bite. Like, oh my goodness. Oh,
I
Kingdom of
love it.
Nerds. Thank you. Thank you. Oh
Hey,
my God. I got to switch to the real chat so I can, first of all,
woo!
I still don't have a hairy beast for Kingdom of Nerds yet. So we're just going to, I don't know who we're going to settle with. I have no one to settle. Oh my God. I guess we're going to settle with the raindrops. I gotta find a sexy otter for him, or like a sexy bear, or like a bear otter hybrid. I need to find that.
Okay.
That's why I need to find for Kingdom Nerds. In the meantime, now I gotta go find my YouTube screen. I listen, like I used to
Okay.
be one of those people like multiple screens is so obnoxious. I can't, and now I got my dual screen, and and then there's like a part of me like, if I get a bigger desk,
Joe Jacks.
Lady Fantastic, that's what's up. That's what's up.
She is
Thank
fucking
you. Super
fantastic.
chat. Yes. And of course, Chris
Lady,
Evans.
lady. Hell yeah.
At Chris
Okay.
Evans action. Oh my God, I gotta just do Cliff. Where are you? Do the thank yous, damn it. Do the thank yous. I'm like, where's my stream? All right, Kingdom of Nerds. Congratulations to Kingdom of Nerds, Mr. Spock, Tadashi Kevin, Weekend Nachos, Wayne Deacon, Ben Compton, Ryan Riley, Canadian Survivalist, I Have Comic Issues, yay, Brian, and Jean Mello. Yay! Congratulations all on your memberships, and Lady Fantastic, thank you as well. You know, getting us already. We're getting awfully close to them goals. We've already okay, so we're like almost at the $50 mark. I love this. I love this. I'm gonna have to start cranking out. I'm gonna have to start cranking out some stuff. You know, which I guess this means I'm adding this to this month's giveaway.
Okay.
Second printing of Cable's first appearance.
Nice.
So yay for New Mutants 87. I remember when everyone wanted this and nobody wanted New Mutants 98. What a time. What a time to be alive. Boy, how the things have changed. All right. I do not have a title slide for this. Did I say everything I want to say about Heated Rivalries? All right. If any of y'all in the chat,
everybody go watch it.
Everyone go watch it. And if you have questions about our thoughts on Heated Rivalries, you put that in the chat. In the meantime, we're moving into Shelf Pleasure. Shelf Pleasure is the one book. Sheena, what did you bring us today?
You said that one book that means something to me, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I picked my very first comic that I ever bought myself.
Oh,
and, my first trade I ever bought myself. Okay, this is my origin story, Like,
yes.
I've always loved reading, and I started a Bookstagram to find other people to talk about books, because like a lot of people in my life at that time didn't read. I was like the only reader. And then I made a Bookstagram, and the feed starts suggesting stuff, and I saw this cover, and I never had any comics, nothing, so I was like,
but
I saw
the community changed that real fast, didn't we?
Yeah, and I was like, who are they? I really need to know who the fuck these people are. So I ended up finding out, and I ended up buying this trade, and it went,
and doing a whole series.
Yeah, and then I ended up buying the rest of it to know, and then that's where I started meeting other people in the community, learning about comics, and just everything. So this book will always mean something to me because it brought me to you guys. So yeah.
Yay! I love that. I love it. I feel so. I see that. It warms my heart. It warms my heart. All right, no, but I mean it really does. It's so funny because we all got here on different paths, and I tell people all the time that I felt like I was just screaming into a void. I was like, I'm here too. I don't know, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh look, they exist. They exist. I don't know if I've covered this before, but I did pick up a raw fourth appearance of the Legion of Superheroes. Helping me count down the clock on my Legion appearances. But what's interesting about this is that this is the first appearance of Superboy's Clark Kent's buddy, Pete Ross, who shortly after this figures out that Clark is Superboy and becomes an ally to him. So yay. So this means a lot to me because I'm gonna slab this bitch. I'm gonna slab it. And so I can add it to my collection. And one day, if the gods find me worthy, I will get my first appearance of Legion Superhero, and I will have all 6 of their first appearances all slabbed up and ready to go.
All 6. Okay.
And I was gonna say, I got all the hard ones down. I got the second. I got all the ones from the second to the 6th appearance. I was like, the hardest one is the first appearance. I will find a way.
Okay, yeah.
I will find a way. I gotta make it happen. If that means I gotta do bottle collections, Uber driving, Spark driving, Amazon delivery, if that's gonna be my journey. Yep. Can you
Yeah, like
imagine? I mean, like I can imagine, but I mean that's a struggle to
sell
imagine.
John's feet. Yeah, I mean, I'm
So
always
it's like,
trying to pimp out Inja. I don't feel like she's living up to her full potential at times, but
what do you? What? She's what? She's brilliant. She's beautiful. Like, what are we doing? What
I
is she
know.
not?
I told her that. I told her, I said, look, girl, you could be making some real money. You wear your little tights and you start reading all like these books to nerds, dude. You can make so much money. You ain't even gotta take your clothes off. You just talk to 'em. But she never
Oh my
listens
god!
to me.
Right? Like, just
So,
look cute. Look cute. Climb up on one of these
hmm
couches. Get yourself like a little Golden Girl
yeah,
couch.
a
You
little
know?
book. Yeah,
Yeah.
just hold the book
And
up.
just like
Yeah,
read a chapter. Just read like a chapter at a time. You know?
yeah,
It's like Dante and
yeah.
Elena found each
I know.
other in the stable shortly after Elena's first ride in the public. Dante
Yeah,
touched the tassels from her horse and grazed the back of his hand against her cheek accidentally. Elena felt flushed
absolutely.
and warm. You know, like that's it. That's all you need to
I know.
do. Just do
She has
that.
that cute little voice that everybody loves.
Yeah,
Like I said, girl, you
I
ain't living
know.
up to your potential, but okay. Then I'm here when you're ready. Okay. So
There we go. Inja only
yes,
pages.
yes.
Clips got me fanning myself.
I know. I love it.
I was like, I don't
Me
know,
and John
John.
should do like
If I do
audiobooks
a John
together.
story, I'll be like, John and Elliot met in the back of the library,
I know.
remembering once and always how forbidden their love is. The Stax room is empty, Elliot said. John glanced over his young, flush, pale-skinned face, his broad shoulders. Elliot was wearing a tank top today. John couldn't help but
Really
notice his delts flexing, his triceps taut. Elliot looked so firm, so young, so warm.
super.
You know?
Oh my god.
That
I'm
Stax
peeing
room is in
myself.
trouble, everybody. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. We're in countdown mode. I'm gonna put you back to
Okay.
the superpower. It is
Okay.
time for, hold on, let me get my media going. Bum, 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 bum. There
Dun,
we
dun,
go.
dun, dun. Yep.
All right.
All right.
And today well, actually, do you want me to guess your theme or do you want to tell us your theme?
You probably know my theme. Come on. This is for
All
the.
right.
This show is for the gays and the girls that love gays. You know. So.
Yes. Yes. I gotta do it. You know what? For Pride Month, I think I'm gonna do a special package where I'm just gonna try and get as many thirsty ass covers as I can together for a giveaway.
Hell yeah. Nice. I love it. All right. Do I start
All right.
now?
Yes, you
Show
can.
you? Okay. So I picked, so I did like 2 graphic novels, 2 manga, and then 1 regular novel, okay? So
Yay.
I will go with my graphic novel. So I picked Abbott. She is
Oh,
a black bisexual babe, badass babe, okay? She is she works for the newspaper, and it's like these deaths start happening in the black neighborhood, and she's trying to figure out what the hell's going on, and some supernatural stuff ends up happening. So this
oh,
is such a good
damn.
run. I absolutely
So
love Abbott.
journalism and the supernatural.
And trying to go back and forth with the ex, the husband, just the the messiness of it all. But I love. Let me see if I can show you like a good page.
Journalism and the
It's
supernatural.
not that.
Oh no! Oh, the ghouls and ghosts are not only racist, they're mafia. Oh my goodness.
Right.
That's a damn horse's
And
head.
then it's just dealing. It's done in 1972 in Detroit. And just the things that we were dealing with socially and politically back then. I mean, back then. So, yeah, I think it's really good.
Oh wait,
Everybody
so
should read
Abbott
this.
takes
This is
place in
really good.
Detroit in the 70s?
Yep.
Oh shit.
So
It's going on.
imagine, being black, being a woman in that line of work, being bisexual, being, all these things and having to deal with supernatural shit like on top of it. So, yeah,
Oh,
I
that
love it.
can't. That's not good for anybody. That's not good for. Not to mention this poor woman. She's like, I'm out here just trying to be a journalist. I'm like,
And then she
my
gets her
people are
ass
getting
mixed up with
attacked.
some other stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like no
yeah,
one asked for the supernatural to be involved. No one.
that part. Right. Absolutely. All right. Do you have one? Is it your turn?
No, it's all you. You're the five. You're the
Oh,
five
okay.
today.
Okay. All right. So just like John, I had put up the wrong book. So this is
That's okay.
part of the Black Hammer series, but you don't have to read Black Hammer to understand this. At least I don't feel like you do. This is Barb Alien Red Planet.
All right.
So
Barbarian.
this is right in the middle of the AIDS crisis. So
Oh,
this
really?
alien, he comes from his, yeah. So he comes from his, his planet, and then he gets shunned from his planet because of certain reasons, and he ends up at Earth, and then he disguises himself as a human, and he's a cop. So, and he is on the down low, as a lot of them were at that time, and trying to be in love, be an officer, dealing with, the AIDS crisis and everything that's going on. This is a beautiful, heart wrenching story. Like, I love it.
And Jeff Lemire
Just this one.
too. Oh,
Uh huh. Just this
so
one.
wait, so like when he's disguised as a human, that means he can have sex with humans.
Mm-hmm. I think this is
Oh,
him right here. Hold on. So,
oh, okay, all right, okay. You looking cute. Oh, look at you with your little blonde boyfriend. All right.
all right. So, let me see. And then, just the things
Um.
that the community had to go through,
Yep.
so
I like to
it's
remind everybody that we had to go through that until everybody woke up and beat the crap out of everyone who was abusing them. Just a reminder. Just a reminder.
just a reminder, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God! And he flies. I love it. I love it.
Yes, you need this. You need to read this.
I
All
need it
right.
immediately. And it's so funny because like I just like I've never read Black Hammer, but I've read Black Hammer adjacent things, and I'm like, I just need to get all of it. I
Okay.
need to stop messing around.
Okay. Then yeah, you could definitely read that and understand it. All right, my next one. So this is this book will always mean something to me. This is my first BL I ever read. This will always remind me of Jen and Mars. Like when I look at this book, it just reminds me of good times. So, and that is, of course, I had to bring it. Dick Fight Island.
Yo, you turned me on to Dick Fight Island. How funny is that? You didn't even know,
Love it.
and I'm so glad that it's by extension. It's from Jen and Mars.
See, yeah, full circle. Look at that. We
It is. By the way, they
spreading
were
the gospel.
very easily accessible online. Um, I'm nearly positive that I'm reading the correct version because at no
Okay.
point did I see a real penis. Every penis was a weapon. So
Yes.
obviously
Yes.
I'm reading the correct version. I do need to
Right.
buy these physically, because the shame of reading this stuff online is getting to me, but like it's gonna happen.
I love it. So yeah, if you want to know the premise of this book, you have like these different tribes, I guess you could say, and they all live on different islands, and they come together once a year, something like 5 years, and they compete in this tournament, and they fight with certain body parts, and whoever whoever like climaxes first, they lose, and then they move on to the next thing. But within this, there's a lot of like cute moments. There's a lot of funny moments. They're innocent. Like this is for what they're doing is very wholesome compared to some of the other BL that's out there. So
Well,
this
there's
is
also
yeah.
there's
This
so many
always
things going on there,
yeah
like there's
yeah
relationships,
yeah
intimacy, power dynamics,
yep drama right.
cultural dramas, and everything. You
Love
know,
it. See, it's
yeah.
more than just that.
No, it
So
is.
yeah,
It is.
love
I
it.
love. I love that. I love that they just you know, it's not about
So yeah
sex the way it is about masculinity and dominance, right?
yeah
And
right.
unfortunately, I love toxic masculinity. It's like my number one thing I go for. So, like, of course, I love it. It's terrible. And I have problems. They're like, Cliff, what are you attracted to? I'm like, unfortunately, straight men. I'm like, I love, you know, and like the other day, like I sent something to John, like that
I
was
know.
I thought
Ugh,
was funny, and
trash.
John just straight up said, he goes, well, Cliff, you always are attracted to abusers, and I was like, ah.
Not you calling it out.
And I was
I
like,
know.
damn. I was like, I don't want you thinking that this is why I like Cyclops. And he's like, I don't know. Dick Fight Island worldwide. Oh
Love
my god,
them.
they did.
Shout outs
They
to Jen
did.
and Mars. We love them.
So the losers
But
are
yeah,
the
I
winners.
love broken, emotionally unavailable men. So I'm,
Right,
I'm
exactly. And the sad part is they're
the
usually the
beautiful,
ones that
beautiful
they're usually
broken
the
men.
best way. They're usually the best way. You know, I was like the emotional unavailability just makes them like really good. And you know what's really yeah, no, I think that's what it is. The emotional unavailability like just gives them the power to just do all sorts of things. And the thing is, it's crazy because some of those dudes are like mad accommodating, but when it's over, your clothes are on your back before you even blinked. You can't even use the bathroom. You go to take a piss before you go, and they're like, "Oh, you're still here," and I'm like, "Damn."
You're still here. I'm
I was
dead.
like,
I'm
I was
fucking
like,
dead.
the
Cliff.
things you were just doing to me 5 minutes ago. It's like, yeah, that was 5 minutes ago, and now I'm trying to get some sleep, and I'm like, okay, and I'm like walking to the car. I'm like, oh my god. I was like, I think I'm in love because that was some good dick, but also
That part.
I was like, I feel like trash. I was like, this is hot. I need to go home. Yeah, I'm never gonna find love. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. Not you ended with that. Yeah.
no, I'm sure I will somehow, some way.
Oh, you're so funny. Okay, so this one is one of my absolute favorite BLs of all time. There's only 3 books, and it is called Happy at the End. And Jen
Ooh,
knows I'm like fucking obsessed with this book. It's only 3 books. One of the,
ooh.
beautiful, beautiful art. Let me see if I can find something that they're not too inappropriate.
Happy at
So
the end. Oh my! Is that gonna be the name of my tell-all?
let me see. Okay, this one is okay. So you have these 2 dudes right here, right? This one, his family kicked him out for being gay, and his boyfriend at the time totally disowns him because he was just like, this was just fun, but this isn't end game. Okay, so he ends up having to live on the streets and do certain things to survive, and then meeting he ends up running into the black haired dude, and he's trying to like rob him, because he don't know him. He just met him in a bar. They start making out. He tries to rob him, but little does he know he's about that life. And they end up like keep running into each other. He beats his ass, but then they end up running into each other, and then they start like a friendship, and then friendship turns into something else. And I always say they
Wow,
find love in
toxic
like the most
masculinity.
hopeless. Yeah, they find love in the most hopeless place. Like they both been through something so fucking traumatic, but then they open up to each other, and be vulnerable with each other and go through things with each other. I absolutely love that series so much.
Damn,
So,
he beat
yeah.
his ass, and then like there's like a friendship, and then a
Yeah.
love affair, and I'm like,
Yeah,
oh
he's like, "Oh, you're
no.
living on the streets?" He's like, "Well, you can come live with me. I get like, you can come stay with me for a couple of days." And then he's just like, "Oh, you're still
Oh my
here?" He's
god,
like,
they
"My guy,
made this yo, this is a mini series somewhere.
yeah."
They made a mini series of this. Oh my
Mhm.
goodness. Oh shit. I have no idea who these people are, but now I'm gonna have to like add it to my watch list.
Yes. Love it. You'll love it. And then my
Yeah.
very last book, I absolutely love this book. I absolutely love the way she writes. And then this is Saints by C.R. Simone. This is
Oh.
a MM, queer MM. You meet this guy, Aiden. Okay, so you meet this guy named Aiden, and he has everything. He has the looks, he has the money, and he's in love with his brother's best friend. He has been since he was young, and then he gives him Elijah. Elijah gives him a chance, and he knows that he's like the love of his life. But Aiden is suffering from depression, and it like runs in the family. His sister, like just dealing with a whole bunch of stuff. And so I feel that he ends up being bipolar. So like, cause he has like his high highs and his low lows, but when he's low, it's really bad. Like he goes on drinking
Who from my
binges.
life? Who is watching me in my life and making notes and be like, all right, so Cliff isn't the bipolar one, but what if he was? Let's do that. Like, like why are they doing this to me? Like, why?
So then Cliff, okay, no, I'm just joking. So one night, Aiden, it gets really bad to where he's going to, unalive himself.
He's got
But
the
he
SI
ends up
happening.
getting, yeah, he ends up getting a text message from this number that he doesn't even know, and it tells him to come to the spot, and it's actually a sanctuary, like a monk where the monks live and everything. And he, in the spare of the moment, in the heat of the moment, because he doesn't want to off himself, he goes into become a monk out of nowhere. Just don't tell nobody. He sells everything and he tries to devote his life to God because he doesn't want to die, because he knows on his own he can't make it. So a year later, he has to run back into Elijah, and things are left unsaid. And it's like he's dealing with his love for Elijah, but you could feel his conviction, you could feel his love, you could feel his depression, you could feel everything that this man is going through just to live. But does he stay with God and his simple way, or does he follow his heart with Elijah? So yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right. I like that. My goodness. Now, all of this is on my list now, except for Dick Fight Island.
Yay!
Dick Fight Island and I
You
are,
already got.
are very familiar. All right. We we've spent some time together, you know.
Yeah.
So, since the realm of comic book reading is relatively new to you, and we'll wrap it up
Mm-hmm.
with this, what have you been reading and enjoying in comics?
As far as like Western comics, I have been enjoying. I've only been picking up a couple, so I pick up the Ivy run still. I'm really liking that. The Absolute
Excellent.
Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman, and I've just been reading like stuff that like backlog shit. Right now I'm reading The City of Bane with my friend Carrie, and
Oh,
we're going to be talking about that. So I am a DC girl, but I've read like 1%. So if I had to pick Marvel or DC, it'll be DC. But I've only read like 1% of it. So my friend Carrie she's a lot more seasoned in DC. So we started this thing that's called Bitches Reading Batman. So it's basically the newbie, and the the
I love it.
master fucking hanging out, and we're talking. So we started this little episode. We've only had 2 episodes on my channel where we talked about it. I think the first book that we did was Dark Victory, or The Long Halloween, and we talked about it. Then we talked
Oh,
about Dark Victory, and now we're
very
going
nice.
to. She picked The City of Bane, so I'm reading that right now. So yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
want
it.
I want I want y'all to cover the absolute Batman annual because
Yeah.
I have
Okay.
I have
Oh,
not been, I have not been
with
a fan
Daniel
of
Warren
Batman,
Johnson.
but yeah, Daniel Warren Johnson was like, no, Scott,
Okay.
no, Scott, no, I got this. Don't worry, Scott, I got this, and
Okay.
he's like, Batman battling bigots, and pow, hit me with it. You
Yeah.
know,
We
I
got
love
you.
it.
I'll tell her. We got you. We got you,
Yeah,
girl.
because like
So yeah.
it was one of my best reads. I almost gave it best read of 2025, but that honor went to the
Okay.
Titans annual featuring Donna Troy, written and drawn by
Oh,
Phil
you love
Jimenez.
that. I know. I saw that. Okay.
Yeah,
I
I
saw that.
love it so much. I felt it was like the greatest new Teen Titans era tribute. Like it just spoke to every layer of my soul. I love Phil Jimenez. I love Donna
I love him.
Troy. I love the Marv Wolfman, George Perez era. I can't. And just every little detail, like Donna finding herself, Donna standing up to
Hmm.
Batman, being like, "You gotta let Dick have friends. Like, don't do this to him."
I
Like all
remember
of it.
you said that.
Yeah, I'm
I love
insane.
it.
I'm obsessed with the issue. of all the books from 2025, it's the only one I've read multiple times. Like I read it like 5 times.
Hell
Be
yeah.
like, I still love this.
And that's how it should be. I love it. I love it that it moves you like that, and you can
It's really
enjoy
beautiful.
it every single time. Fall in love again and again, right?
And
So,
that's how I feel. If you can pick something up and fall in love every time you read it, that's just great. And I kind of feel that way with All Star Superman, you know,
okay.
because I gave that a recent reread, and I was like, this is such over the top nonsense. I'm like, I love it, and
It
I love
sometimes
it
it be
so
like that
much.
too.
Yeah.
This is so fucking ridiculous. I love it.
I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm
I
like,
love
this
it.
is
There's
so
nothing wrong with that.
ridiculous. I was like, oh shit, they're going blind. They don't understand compassion or why Kal-El has any. I'm like, this is great. Oh my god. All right,
Love
Sheena, we're
that.
gonna wrap up. Is there anything you want to share
Okay.
before we kick off?
No, just thank you for hanging out. Thank you for
Absolutely.
even noticing me. I
Oh my
appreciate
god.
it. I had so much
Stop.
fun. I always love
Stop.
hanging out with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing. I'm just
You, it's so
hanging
funny
out.
because the first time I ever heard of you, or I heard of Melanin Manga, was Rev the Shipping Guru and someone else. I
True.
want to
Yeah.
give the other person credit because they deserve it, but it's escaping my mind. I'm sorry. But Trev the Shipping Guru was like, oh no, they're so great. You got to go check it out. And I was like, oh. I was like, my family's melanin. I could do that.
That part. We family, okay? Family in more
Yeah,
ways
well,
than
I
one,
was
but
just
yeah.
saying, it's so funny because like being half Canadian, I have been like the whitest member of my family like my whole life, and I tell
Uh-huh.
people that you know, I'm really glad. Like I'm like I really had such a great mom. I never really had like massive identity issues, but
Okay.
they always come about. They always come about through time, and so I always tell people I was like, nah, it's not what you think. It's like people say a lot of out of pocket shit when you're growing up, and you're like, whoa,
That part. I know.
yeah,
I know.
absolutely. You're like, thanks.
But
Thanks
you're
for that shit. And then
yeah, but you're
people wonder
family
20
with
years.
us.
Yeah, they're like the later, right? And people wonder 20 years later, it's like who made you bitter? I was like, first of all, your brother that night he came over with that lead pipe like an asshole, and they're like, ah,
Fucking dead. Who are you bringing up old shit? No, I'm just joking.
yeah, oh, I
Yeah,
am.
people.
See, that's where I get out of pocket. They're like, that was so long ago. I say, I know, but it was foreshadowing because your brother's still in jail, isn't he? And
Ooh. Hmm.
you do not want to run into me.
Hmm.
You do not want to run into me in public when you're
I
on
love
my
you
show.
too. Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, me and just we're just around. We don't have it together. We're a fucking mess, but we love each other. We love this
Yes, exactly.
community, and
You
yeah,
know.
we're
And
here.
we're a
So
strong mess. We're the kind
yes,
we're the
yes,
kind of mess that makes a fine chocolate silk pie. It looks like a disaster, but it tastes delicious.
that part.
And that's
Thank you.
important. All right. Thank you again. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you for the super chats and helping us reach some of those goals this month. I love you folks. I'm back tomorrow morning with Cody Collects Comics, and we're going to do all of this again. I'm probably going to make him jump through a couple hoops of flame. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm dead.
Have a great day, everybody. Don't forget to check out Melanin Manga. Don't forget to follow on Instagram. Don't forget, Only Slabs is on
Hmm.
today at 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. All right, everybody. Have a great day. Love you all. Thank you. Take care.